Hey there, it's Kimberly Lucht, and I'm a business coach, energy healer, and dance guide for entrepreneurs who want to make more money and magic doing what they love. And so if that sounds like you're in the right place. And today we're talking about how to create a morning routine for more focus and productivity. And so the first thing that I want to ask you before we get into my techniques and tips for how to create your optimal morning routine is, what do you feel like is already working with your morning routine? And so maybe you're waking up at a time that feels optimal for you, or maybe you have certain rituals that are really helping you wake up and feel good. And so I just want you to notice what's already working in your life. And so as we step into creating an even more optimal morning routine for you, I'm going to cover 3 different techniques that I think are really helpful for me and some of my clients. And then we'll get into how to integrate and implement that starting tomorrow or today if you're watching this in the morning. And so if you want more focus and productivity for the whole day, the first technique that I'm going to suggest is to put away your phone. And so whether that is putting it away the night before or putting it away soon after you wake up, the reason why I want you to put away your phone is so that you're not bombarded with notifications or emails or messages from people that maybe you love, but it might not be your highest priority to respond to those first thing in the day. And so if you can put your phone away somewhere that feels totally out of sight, out of mind, yay. If that's not possible for you, is there any way for you to utilize the do not disturb function on your phone, especially in the morning, so that you don't feel like your attention is fractured from the beginning of the day? The reason this really works is that we can really find that zone in energy when we're not pulled in so many directions. And I find that in my life and also in the lives of those around me, if I have my phone around me, my attention feels fractured, it feels pulled in different directions. And so I actually like to hide my phone underneath the couch. There's like a storage area where we put towels and things like that, like linens. And so I open it up. It requires physical labor to get my phone, by the way. Like, it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough for me to like not want to do first thing in the morning. And so I open it up, I put my phone in there, and I leave it overnight, and I don't get it the next day until I feel like I'm ready to receive whatever information is on my phone. I like to do meditation, movement, or anything else before I reach for my phone. Okay, so that's technique number 1. Put away your phone the night before or morning of, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and see how that affects your focus, your attention span, and your productivity for the rest of the day. Technique number 2 is to get into your body first thing in the morning, if possible. And so whether that's weightlifting or dancing or even showering, something to get you into your body is really going to help you take away all of the running ideas and thoughts that might creep in first thing in the morning, like I have to do this, I have to do that, and like the full agenda ahead of the day. The first thing that I know really helps me to stay focused and stay joyful and productive throughout the day is to take the first maybe 30 to 40 minutes of the day to move my body or to do something that feels embodied, so that I'm not all up in my head first thing. What we do first in the morning has so much impact on the energy levels that we experience for the rest of the day. And so if you set yourself up to be calm, to be connected, to be embodied first thing, that is going to carry through for the whole rest of the day. Technique number 3 is to decide what's most important. And so if you have a planner or a journal where you write down your ideas or your visions or your plans for the days ahead, you're going to want to pick one thing from everything that might be on the pages in your beautiful journal or planner or calendar. If you're on GCal or on an online calendar, you're going to want to pick one thing for that day. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing for me to do today? And if you get that done, that is just going to be the biggest, most fulfilling feeling that you can feel. And guess what? An object in motion tends to stay in motion. And so if you feel the fulfillment of completing that task or that project, and that feeling of accomplishment comes soaring into your body, you're more than likely going to feel the urge to complete something very similar the next day and the next day and the next day. And so let's say, for example, for today, I knew my first priority, my number one priority was to record YouTube videos for you guys. And so I made it my absolute number one focus and intention at the very start of the day so that it didn't get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back to maybe a time where it doesn't actually make any sense to record anymore. And so if you have some of those bigger tasks or bigger projects that are looming over your head, let's see if you can break that up into pieces and maybe have one part of it be the focus for one day. Start your day by working that in if possible, and don't leave it to the afternoon unless it's absolutely necessary. The reason why is because as the day goes on, our attention span, you guessed it, kind of declines and withers away. And not because you're bad or wrong or doing something incorrectly, it's just kind of how the human mind works. And so decide what's most important today, maybe tomorrow if you're watching this later in the day, and watch how that helps you feel and be more productive throughout the course of the whole day and maybe rest of the week. So those are the 3 practices that I highly recommend for any entrepreneur and any business owner to have a beautiful morning and also day of focus and productivity. Just to recap, the 3 techniques that we covered today are: number 1, put your phone away; number 2, move your body or be embodied in some way; and then number 3, decide what's most important to do today. So I really hope that this helps. And if you want more guidance like this, I really invite you to download my Soulful Business Roadmap. It's a free download and you can click the link below, put in your name and email address, and it'll get sent straight to your inbox. Thank you so much for being here. Comment below whatever your favorite morning routine technique is, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.